Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. In today's video, I would like to share with you how I got my furniture crafting up to level 200. A few important things about furniture in New World, and maybe why, if you hadn't wanted to level it, maybe you should. So let's get into it. So furniture in New World can be a very rewarding and fun profession. You can make decorations to customize your home, or sell them to others so they can customize their homes. You can also make trophies, which are very important to the game in every way. From combat to gathering, everyone will be seeking a max level furniture to craft them for them. Storage chests are also made by furnishers, and everyone knows that storage space in New World is a constant issue. So being able to craft top-end storage chests for yourself and your company, or even to sell for a nice profit, will be an invaluable ability. But what a lot of people don't realize is furniture makers also craft incense. These increase your resistance to all afflictions by a certain amount depending on their tier, and can really take the edge off later game content while farming watermark or doing dungeons. So let's begin by looking at leveling. The first thing you are going to need is solvent, and lots of it. You will find this in supply crates scattered all over the low level areas. You're going to need a lot of it, as I said, but luckily there are very many chests, and you can loot these without any trouble at all, really. These chests respawn every half hour or so you can use the interactive map, link in the description, and plan a route that works best for you, and run it forever if you wanted to. If solvent is very cheap on your server, sometimes you can find it for as little as 0.03, then I recommend buying it, as farming it will be very time consuming and your time is valuable as well. You are also going to need reeds. These you can get by gathering bulrush all over the map near wetland areas. The nice thing about these is you also get bait and cobs in the process. These cobs you can sell or save for leveling your arcana as a side project. The best place to farm these in mass is of course Weaver's Fen, but if you are too low level to make your journey there are a ton around the lakes in all of the starting zones. And you will also need fibers. This should be easy enough at this point, so just head to your favorite hemp gathering locations and collect it. Some really nice places I like to go are Tres Campos Farm on the border of Monarch's Bluff and Windsward, the Sunshade Plains and the Restless Shores. In any event, I am sure you have your favorite spot also. Now that you have filled your shed with materials, you will be making wicker baskets. These don't give a lot of XP, but they cost almost nothing to make, so are your best option here. Some prefer to make ash stain, which is also a great option, but I prefer the baskets because they give 61 XP per one solvent, over the stain giving 14 for 4, from 50 to 75. For this step, you will need linen and feathers. You don't need much linen, however. Maybe 500 is a good place to start, but you will need a lot of feathers. Do not farm the feathers. They have almost no value on your market, so you're almost 100% better to buy them. If you look, you will find them for 0.01 per. So for time versus cost, in this case, I just bought them. And again, you're going to need more weak solvent, so head back to your low-level supply crate route to gather. You're also going to need oil. Weaver's Fen is your best option for oil. But if you are unable to get there again, you can find an ample supply in First Light. The oil and weak solvent is only needed if on your server maple stain is at an inflated price. I would recommend you check, because on my server, maple stain can be bought for 0.02 by the thousands. If this is the same on your server, just buy the stain and save yourself the bother of gathering the oil and solvent. However, if it is inflated, then gather as much weak solvent and oil as you desire. Now, if you did not buy the maple stain and chose to gather, here is where you can get a few extra levels in furniture by crafting the maple stain. Make all you can, but do not discard it, you will need it. Now for this step, you're also going to need the schematic, the cot. This is a very common schematic, and you should be able to find it on your market for 25 to 100 gold, and it is worth every penny you will soon see. But if for some reason it is much more expensive on your server, or there are none, you can find it very easily by searching large chests in any of the new player zones. It is a level 0 blueprint and very common, so chances are it's on your market cheap. The thing that makes these cots so amazing for leveling in this section and later again is because of the cost per XP. They cost 1 linen, 1 feather, and 2 maple stain, but they salvage for 1 linen. So all you are spending is 1 feather and 2 stain, plus the cost to craft, which you would have to pay no matter what you made. So you're getting XP and basically only using feathers, because most would have discarded the stain anyway. Now a second option, if for some reason solvent and maple stain are just hyperinflated on your server, would be sunny rugs. These cost a lot more materials than the cots, and salvage for only a small percentage back, but cost crossweave instead of stain. So if crossweave is cheaper on your server, or for some reason, while gathering you got a ton more crossweave than solvent at the whim of the RNG gods, then make sunny rugs in place of the cots, or as a secondary to subsidize your XP. From 75 to 100, now you can craft trophies. So take a moment and have a look at them. Are there any that you need for your home? They are not an efficient way to power level your furnishing skill, however they give a nice bit of XP, and if you need them, you may as well make them now for a boost. Then after that, you can return to power leveling, and again for this stage, I continue to make maple stain then cots. Also as a side note, if you hold Ctrl S while salvaging these cots, you can just click the cots in your inventory to salvage them very quickly. From 100 to 150. Now that you are 100, head to your market. Look for the rabbit's foot. You can usually find these on the market for 2 to 4 gold each. This is a great investment to help pay for your crafting taxes and other things during the rest of your leveling. If there are a bunch in this price range, buy them. When a rabbit's foot is present in your inventory or storage within a town, you have unlocked the recipe to make the minor loot luck trophy. These give a nice chunk of experience per craft, are very easy to make, and can be sold on the market from 100 to even 300 gold, depending on the day and how it fluctuates. Either way, you're going to be making a nice profit off these while netting some XP. After you have made these and exhausted your supply of rabbit's feet, we will be wanting to head out and farm some more oil. Weavers is a great option this time because you're also going to be needing potent solvent, and Weavers is just littered with small chests to loot. You can farm oil and loot chests during the respawn period. Cutlass Keys is also a great option for supply chests for potent solvent, as there are a lot of small chests here to loot as well. But as always, check your market. Some of these low materials are so cheap that buying them may be your best option to save time. Now, you're going to be making oak stain. Feel free to discard or sell the stain, although you won't get much for it. You will be making this all the way to 150. From 150 to 200. At this stage, you will need a ton of pure solvent. The best way to get to 200 from 150 is always mahogany stain. I'm not going to lie to you, this stage won't be easy and you're going to need a ton of pure solvent. I would recommend farming and buying it. I don't usually like to buy my high level reagents, but the number you're going to need would take you forever to purely farm. A great way to get a lot of boost to your level here is by advertising that you are a furniture crafter and you're offering your trophy making ability. Many people are farming to get basic plus trophies made, and with their mats and you crafting it, it is free XP, and you will have people taking you up on it. Some may even tip, which is nice, but do not make it mandatory, as your main goal is that XP to get to 200. And finally, congratulations, you're now a 200 furniture maker. Now let's see what you can use it for. Now that you have maxed your furniture level, your work is not over. Your next step will be to head out to Weaver's Fen, Morningdale, and any other place you like to farm large chests. This will be how you get your schematics. These are important because a lot of the most desirable crafted furniture you can only learn from schematics. There are a couple of widely known, really good routes that you can take. I'll show them to you now. First, there is one in Weaver's Fen. You basically start from the bottom shrine and loot every large chest along the route to the other shrine. Then, upon reaching this shrine, teleport back to the start and repeat. The run takes roughly the same amount of time it takes for the chests to respawn lootability, so it works perfect for this. There's also this one, up in Morningdale. Pretty much the same story. Just start from the shrine, looting every large chest along the route, to the other one, then repeat. Another reason you're going to be wanting to do this is for the rare items that will, like the rabbit's foot, unlock higher tier trophy recipes for you to craft. These trophy recipes are a one-time craft that you can only make when the item is present in your inventory, so keep an eye out for those from these chests as well. I will demonstrate how trophy upgrading works using the materials I had on hand, but it is the same for all types of trophies. First, I have a minor beast trophy, nothing special. I have these items in my bag, so now I can craft a basic trophy. Now, with the basic trophy plus the claw, I can craft a major trophy. You see, you need all the mats from each tier to upgrade one trophy from minor to major. But it does look good in my home. I'll now demonstrate a couple more trophies so you can see the process. Incense is also a great thing to craft, especially at max level furniture, because then you can make the highest tier one available. This is an amazing buff for any player, no matter the content they are playing. They are pretty amazing to make and have on hand for yourself, and the easy to farm mats to make them a great item to sell. Anyway, I hope this guide has helped some of you out there who may be stuck on where to go next with furnishing. And I just want you to know, it seems rough, but it is worth it, so press on. Okay guys, I think I will begin work on weaponsmithing next, so I hope some of you will be looking forward to that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.